Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about how to prepare for a furry meet. A lot of people have talked to me in the past, you're like, how do you, I'm going to my first furry meet, what do I do, what should I, get ready, kind of that stuff. And I figured I would help everyone out there who's, never gone to a furry meet before, help them, understand what's going to go on potentially and what to kind of expect and how to prepare. So furry meets can have a bunch of different, locations and events and things it could be doing. The most common one is a bowling meet, at least that's, over here in the northeast of America, New England area, is a lot of bowls. Over here, there's the New Hampshire Bowl, there's the Mass Bowl, and there's the Woo Bowl. Maine's got a bowl as well. I think Vermont maybe might do one every so often. Rhode Island has one as well. So almost every state in the New England area has a bowl. So at those kind of meets, you usually have to pay a cover charge if you're not bowling. If you're bowling, you pay for bowling because, the venue there wants to make money off of you. And if you're going to be there just hanging out, not bowling, they want to make money off you. So you'll have to pay cover charge. Usually those are like $5 to $10. They're not, ridiculously expensive. And then a lot of the times if you're going to bowl, they have like a deal where, it's like $10 to bowl or something, or $15, $20. Depends on the alley and what they charge. But you sometimes will get a discount depending on the place and if that the person who's organized the meet has worked that out in advance. There's other meets we've run in the past. I'm part of the admins for the North Shore Furs. Very awesome group. I love those guys to death. They're really sick and awesome. Not like gross. Yeah, you get my point. They're awesome. And we've run GoKart Meets before. And yes, I have driven in my fursuit, and it is amazingly fun. But that had to be worked out all in advance, and they had to control the car's speed limits so that we couldn't, if we had an issue, they could slow us down and we wouldn't have an issue. But for most, people, they have trouble vision. I can see kind of, my vision goes out to kind of right here and up here and down here-ish. So I've got more of a peripheral vision, so it's easier for me to drive in suit than some other furries. But that meets a little more on the expensive side, but it was fun. I think it was like $15 for a couple laps. It was like 20 laps around the go-kart area, and that was wicked fun. But we definitely did get discounts that time. There's been hiking meets. Those basically you pay for parking if you're going to a state park, and you get and you hike and you have fun. Those you do not suit at if you have a fursuit, because you wouldn't want to die. That's not fun. I think people have worn their tails. I've not had a chance to go to a hike yet with them because I've always been busy, unfortunately, when we schedule the hikes. So I think people wear their tails, but for the most part, everyone just shows up and has a good time. They hike, no fur stuff. There was also laser tag. I've also run some laser tag meets as well, with North Shore and on my own. And those are fun as well. And you, of course, do not suit while doing that as well, because you will die. And I don't know if they let ears and tails in there. I forget. But I didn't have people show up in suit or anything like that when I ran them. Yeah, those are kind of like the basic meets that I can think of. Prices can range, from $5, from free to probably $30, $40, depending on the meet you're going to. If you're new and you've got a badge, I definitely recommend you wear the badge, or put some sort of name tag on you, because that can help people start to learn your name and identify and know who you are. When I go to meet, sometimes I think that I forget, sometimes a fursuit brush or even a balaclava. So if you're a fursuiter, don't forget about those. And A lot of meets, what they'll do is after, the hike or the bowl, they'll tend to have people meet up at a restaurant and you'll go get food afterwards. Sometimes it's fast food, so it's cheaper. Sometimes it's Chinese food, and there's a really good, awesome Chinese food place that we go to after the Woo Bowl, and it's really good. Really, really good. So you may want to make sure you have extra money at that point. And make sure you've got your rides. If you don't have a car, make sure you've got your ride situation handled so that you're not begging for a ride beforehand, like the day of the event to go, and you're not asking for a ride at the event to get home, because that's poor planning on your part. If you did not find somebody to take you home, if you don't have a way to get there. So I always recommend, if you're going to be asking for rides, you ask for rides at least a week or two in advance from somebody, so that they have time to plan. If they can, so they have time to plan their drive to come get you, than to go to the meet. Definitely, if you're new, don't hide in the corner and be by yourself and stay on your phone. Because if you're doing that, then you're not going to be, meeting new people and, enjoying yourself as well. I mean, I get, some people are shy. I'm shy myself sometimes, so I completely get, hiding in the corner. But, if you're one of those type of people, try to get out of your comfort zone a little bit and say hi. Give out some hugs. You can walk up to a fursuiter and just hold your arms out, and they most likely will walk up and hug you. So, yeah, work out of your comfort zone. I know it's difficult. I completely understand. But you're there to make friends and to jump out of your comfort zone to begin with. Otherwise, why would you be at the meet if you're just going to sit there by yourself, not interact with anybody? And if you are, somebody who usually goes to this meet and you know everybody and you see somebody, off by themselves, don't be afraid to just go over and say hi and talk to them and, see how they're doing, see if they need any help, kind of stuff like that. So that, they feel like they're part of the event. Try to pull them into stuff if they're, if you're doing something and you think they should join in, pull them in. They may say no. Don't get offended if they say no, but, you at least went over there to talk and, have them help, get out of their comfort zone a little bit. Another thing about, going to a meet is the place is allowing us to be there, so please be on your best behavior. Don't go start trashing the facility, causing issues for the facility. We're there, they're letting us be there, they're letting us suit. They can basically say, get the fuck out, if we start causing issues for them. And places have done that before, and we don't want that to happen. And have the event organizers be upset at you because you did something stupid and got people kicked out. So be on your best behavior. Clean up after yourself. Don't trash the place. If you're around kids, please be aware of your words and not swear. Speaking of kids, if you are a fursuiter and you've never interacted with kids before, going to a meet, you're most likely going to have a higher chance of interacting with a kid. And sometimes parents will want you to interact with their kid and they'll think it's cute and adorable, and other times you will get the finger shoved in your face by a parent who does not approve of you being a big, giant, stuffed, fluffy animal. One of my friends had somebody shove a finger in her face, and because she was trying to be cute and play with the kid, because the kid was having a ball. If the kids walk up to you, get down on their level. So don't just stand up, get down the level and, kneel down and look at them, be cute. Offer them to do high fives or hugs. Start off with the high fives first. Because if, the parent's there, if they say, you want to give them a hug, you can hold your, you can do this and see if they want to give you a hug, and they'll give you a hug sometimes. But you can be silly, like roll around on the floor, be goofy. But don't just walk up to a kid and expect them to want to hang out with you. Not every kid likes a fursuiter. Not every kid likes a big giant stuffed animal. Some of them will freak out and cry. So definitely, if a kid wants to interact with you and they come up to you, go have fun. But just don't walk up to a random kid and think they're going to want to have fun with you and get hugs and be silly with you, because not everybody does. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and share my video, and I hope you continue to watch my videos. I really love making videos for you guys. Bye, guys.
Hey guys, this is I Love Lucky Wolf, and I would like to thank you for watching Shane Deepwood on his awesome channel. Bye!
Crackers! They're healthy for you.